Hi, I'm Ant Joblin and welcome to Investing Channel. As you may have noticed, the global economy is in risk-off mode, with asset classes across the board turning red in synchronicity. Italy, an already economically and politically beleaguered nation, has suffered mightily at the hands of the coronavirus outbreak, with over 12,000 confirmed cases and close to 1,000 deaths. As it stands, the country is under nationwide quarantine and several of its neighbours have taken the unprecedented step of suspending Schengen and closed their borders. The Italian government has ordered the closing of non-essential businesses and a bailout to the tune of €700 billion has been suggested by financial experts. So when yesterday's ECB press conference came around, markets were expecting the sort of leadership that former President, Italian Mario Draghi, had provided throughout the last crisis. Instead, they witnessed a horrific gaffe from current President Christine Lagarde, which sent Italian yields surging. It is worth remembering who Lagarde is and understanding how she ended up as ECB president. Lagarde is a French politician and lawyer who had to leave office after being investigated for her involvement in a €500 million scandal. Her next role was to take up the MD role at the IMF during the Eurozone crisis, up until last year, where she stepped down to take up the presidency of the ECB. Many in the market are mindful of her seeming lack of sectoral expertise, but believe that with the Eurozone debt crisis unresolved, her bailout experience at the IMF is a forewarning of what may be to come in the Eurozone. Nevertheless, at the recent press conference, Lagarde made a gaffe which made Italian yields spike before attempting to walk back her comments. When asked about potential upward pressure on yields if governments follow through on calls to provide more fiscal stimulus, Lagarde said, "We are not here to close spreads. This is not the function or the mission of the ECB. There are other tools for that and other actors to actually deal with those issues." Traders and ECB watchers alike reacted to her initial remark with surprise. Their benchmark is the famous 2012 pledge by her predecessor, Mario Draghi, to do whatever it takes to preserve the euro came in response to soaring Italian government bond yields, which had soared to levels viewed as unsustainable versus German government bond yields, the eurozone's risk-free benchmark. Senior economists around the world called her mistake astonishing and the opposite of whatever it takes. The spread between the Italian and German 10-year yields exploded, compounding an already worsening outlook. Lagarde, realising her earlier error, attempted to walk back her comments, and this softened yields to an extent. But the risk is that the cat is out of the bag, and markets will be increasingly cautious of her future statements and be forced to hold her to a higher standard than of her predecessor.